Cathaoirleach. Khalid Kamal Abdul Azim Rashwan, 34 years old. Rose Ramez Amin Hassouna, 21 years old. Samir Rajab Mohammed Al Safin, 62 years old. Amir Mustafa Amin Nofal, 12 years old. Maria Amjad Majed Abu Odeh, 5 years old. Fatima Mohammed Ali Abu Amra, 91 years old. Janan Hamid Nasser Al-Astal, 1 year old. Every single person, Cathaoirleach, killed in Gaza has a name, a face and a story. They are people who had hopes and dreams for the future they've been robbed of. The slaughter of innocent people in Gaza by Israel has been nothing short of absolutely shameful for us as humanity, and the lack of response from the international community has been a shame. We need Israel to face real consequences for its savagery, and the impunity state of Israel must end. The Israeli government and military must be held to account for the murder of innocent civilians. The horrific and brutal murder by Hamas of 1,400 people and the kidnappings on October 7th, which the Social Democrats have unequivocally condemned, and attempts by the Taoiseach yesterday to suggest otherwise are utterly disingenuous and misleading, do not in any way justify the ongoing and horrific attacks on the civilian population. 25,000 Palestinians have been killed. Nearly 100,000 Palestinians have been reported wounded, missing or killed in Gaza since Israel began its military offensive. More than 1 million people are starving in Gaza. 2.2 million people are at imminent risk of famine, a situation that has never occurred before in the history of this planet with respect to a war of just 4 months. There's a lack of clean, safe drinking water and sanitation. The public healthcare system has collapsed. Schools, universities, hospitals, refugee camps and United Nations facilities have been targeted. And all the while, senior members of the Israeli government have made repeated statements of genocidal intent. The destruction has been so extreme that, as the South African case notes, Gaza is now a different colour when viewed from space. The President of Israel, Isaac Herzog, is amongst those Israelis who is writing handwritten messages on the bombs being dropped on civilians in Gaza that is murdering them. Handwritten messages from the President of Israel. The Israeli Minister of Energy and Infrastructure commented on the 13th of October, stated, "We will win. They will not receive a drop of water or a single battery until they leave the world." Until they leave the world. That's the comments of a minister in the government. Israeli Army General Gora Eland stated, "Gaza will become a place where no human being can exist." These are the words coming from the Israeli military and Israeli government. 10 children a day are losing one or more limbs. UNICEF have called this a war on children. 350,000 Palestinian homes in Gaza have been destroyed. That's 60% of the entire housing stock of Gaza. 61 hospitals and healthcare facilities have been damaged or destroyed with weapons supplied by the US. This is what the South African case says, and it quotes, it says, "Large number of Palestinian civilians, including children, have reportedly been arrested, blindfolded, forced to undress and remain outside in the cold weather before being forced onto trucks and taken to unknown locations. Medics and first responders in particular have been repeatedly detained by Israeli forces, with many being detained incommunicado at unknown locations." Can I just ask the government this one thing? What on earth are you waiting for to actually say that you're going to join this case that South Africa has taken and that you're going to take every possible action to call out what is happening in Gaza?